Death comes silent. 3. True stories of humans versus deadly animals. The sun was bright, the air still, and no one suspected what was about to happen. A quiet field, a serene forest, a simple backyard. Sometimes death doesn't roar. Sometimes it moves silently, slithering, stalking, waiting. Today we're diving into 3 chilling real-life encounters with the deadliest predators on Earth. You'll meet Connor and Noah Barr, 2 brothers whose summer playdate became a nightmare. Melody Chapura, a bright 17-year-old whose curiosity led her straight into the jaws of a predator. And Brian West, a snake expert who trusted his knowledge until the animal proved faster, stronger, and deadlier. If you think you can handle the truth about predators, stick with us. Every story is real, every story is brutal, and every story proves one chilling fact. Nature doesn't negotiate, and instinct always wins. The Barr Brothers, August 2013. New Brunswick, Canada. Connor and Noah Barr, 2 brothers full of energy, set out for a simple playdate. The sun was high, laughter echoed through the streets. Their day began with innocent adventure, feeding animals at a nearby farm, chasing chickens, petting goats. But the real danger was waiting just a few steps away. The boy's friend lived above a local reptile store called Reptile Ocean, owned by Jean-Claude Savoie. Inside the apartment, a 13-foot African rock python coiled in a massive glass tank, a creature meant for a zoo, but now confined in a space far too small for its size, and far too close to 2 curious children. The boys were oblivious. After an afternoon of fun, they settled in to rest, exhausted from their playful adventures. But the python had other plans. In a chilling display of raw instinct, the snake slipped from its enclosure. A vent, tampered with days earlier, became its secret path. Silent, methodical, and powerful, it slithered across the ceiling, squeezing through the narrow ducts like a shadow of death. Below, Connor and Noah slept, unaware. Then the ceiling groaned. The fragile vent collapsed. The massive python crashed down. Chaos erupted. The boys screamed. The snake coiled around them, crushing, constricting. Moments stretched into eternity. It was over in minutes. By morning, Jean-Claude entered the room and found nothing but silence. 2 young lives ended in the blink of an eye. The aftermath shook the community. Jean-Claude was charged with criminal negligence, but the court ruled it a tragic accident. The boys' parents were left with a wound that would never heal. Fact check. Rock pythons can constrict with over 90 pounds of force, enough to overpower multiple adults at once. Even trained professionals know this. Yet children, playful and unaware, stood no chance. Melody Chapura, January 12, 2023, Northern Zimbabwe, Rashinga High School. Melody Chapura, 17, kissed her parents goodbye, ready for another day of school. Bright, ambitious, full of dreams, she loved helping at school events, volunteering, laughing with friends. That morning, the school grounds were alive with students playing sports. Laughter echoed, but somewhere in the shadows a predator was moving. The black mamba, one of the deadliest snakes in the world, had found its way into the school. Not its usual habitat, no tall grass, no sugarcane fields, but something drew it here. Curiosity, hunger, or simply the vibrations of children playing. 9 feet long, venom capable of killing 6 adult men, lightning-fast strike. And it had found Melody. She didn't see it. She sat at her desk waiting for the bell, when suddenly a sharp burning pain erupted in her thigh. The black mamba struck. Her scream filled the classroom. Students scattered. Teachers rushed in. But the venom was already moving. Within minutes, her body started shutting down. Paralysis spread. Breathing faltered. Medical help arrived too late. The venom worked faster than any human intervention. Melody died within 30 minutes of the bite. Fact check. Black mamba venom contains neurotoxins that shut down muscles, causing respiratory failure. In rural Africa, without immediate antivenom, survival odds are nearly 0. Melody's story is a stark reminder. Even in ordinary places, danger can lurk where we least expect it. Brian West, May 29, 1992. Emmitsburg, Maryland. Brian West, 25, was no ordinary man. He was a snake expert, lifelong fascination with reptiles, years of training, respected in the herpetology community. He had saved lives, taught others, and handled venomous snakes countless times. But on this day, experience couldn't save him. Brian was assisting with an Indian cobra, a deadly snake with enough venom to paralyze and stop a human heart in minutes. The snake was laying eggs, a rare event in captivity. Brian had prepared meticulously, anti-venom on hand, colleagues ready, every precaution taken, and yet one split-second decision changed everything. He thought the cobra was calm, even dormant. He turned his attention for just a moment. The cobra struck. Fangs sank into his foot. Pain exploded, but Brian's first instinct was not for himself. It was to secure the snake. He instructed his colleagues, move quickly, even as venom coursed through his veins. Within minutes, paralysis set in. His body betrayed him. His heart slowed. Respiratory muscles failed. By the time medical help arrived, it was too late. The man who had dedicated his life to studying snakes was gone. Fact check. Indian cobra venom contains neurotoxins and cardiotoxins, stopping nerves and heart function. Death can occur in under 10 minutes if untreated, a reality Brian understood all too well. Brian's death wasn't due to recklessness. It was a brutal reminder that no amount of knowledge can defeat nature's precision. The lesson's 3 stories, 3 victims, 3 predators, and 1 terrifying truth. Nature doesn't negotiate. Connor and Noah Barr, curiosity and innocence met raw power. Melody Chapura, youth and routine confronted speed and venom. Brian West, expertise and caution, challenged by the limits of human reaction. All were victims of instinct over calculation, of creatures acting on survival and natural impulses. Familiarity doesn't equal safety. Experience doesn't guarantee survival. Science backs this up. Big snakes, apex predators, and wild animals have reaction times faster than humans, strength beyond our imagining, and instincts honed over millennia. A single moment of misjudgment, sleeping, turning away, misreading signs can be fatal. And yet humans keep tempting fate. Zoos, exotic pets, schools, farms, places we feel safe, can become arenas where instinct reigns supreme. Shocking facts and viewer engagement. Here's the terrifying part. African rock pythons can squeeze with over 90 pounds of pressure, enough to crush ribs in seconds. Black mambas strike at 12 meters per second, faster than the human eye can track. Indian cobra venom can paralyze muscles and stop the heart in under 10 minutes. These aren't just numbers, they're a reminder. Humans are not apex predators. We like to think we're in control, that experience and caution can protect us. But nature doesn't negotiate. It doesn't wait. Every predator you've just read about operates on instincts older, faster, and far stronger than our minds can grasp. One small mistake, one misjudged step, and the consequences are instant and unforgiving. Next time you step outside, remember who's really in charge. Final thoughts. And here's a question for you. If you were in their shoes, could you have survived? Could you have sensed the danger in time, acted fast enough, or would you have become just another statistic? Another name in the ledger of nature's deadly precision. Take a moment to think about it. Imagine the silence before a strike, the sudden chaos, the split-second decisions that determine life or death. It's not just a story. It could be you out there, unaware, until instinct decides your fate. Connor, Noah, Melody, Brian. These aren't just names. They are warnings, etched in blood, memory, and the harsh reality of the wild. We remember them not to terrify, but to teach, because survival isn't about daring heroics. It's about respect, caution, understanding that even the smallest misstep, one overlooked detail, can be your last. Nature doesn't plot revenge. It doesn't negotiate. It simply acts with precision honed over millions of years. And every encounter reminds us who truly rules this planet. So comment below, share this video, hit that like button if you're watching safely from home, away from predators whose instincts are older than humanity itself. If you want more stories that expose the raw, ruthless logic of the natural world, subscribe now. Because this is just the beginning. And remember, no matter how safe you feel, the predator is always closer than you think. Always watching, always waiting.